So, setup-wise, again, was good. Obviously, tension we discussed in the past, if we are getting a bit too tight with the grip, or just generally tension anyway, or standing over the ball for too long. I think this one here now, you kind of move in there, set up, sort of like 6.5 seconds. Yeah, 5.5 seconds into it. Not too bad, okay?
A bit long.
Ideally, need to be a bit less of that if we can do. I mean, I've seen guys up in sort of the 10, 12, 15, they're just not moving them, which is actually way too long. Again, you are just going to stiffen up, okay? But the issue you had before, obviously, well, the issue from first lesson, the arms are very low around your body. Hitting the ground was tough. Your setup was slightly flawed as well, but the general swing issue we're talking about today, your arms were too low, the angles weren't correct, so you couldn't hit the ground. You went away and did some practice, because you can see that, but the way you try to get your arms up now is not, say, being lazy, but just you found an easier way of doing it, which is certainly acceptable, like I would expected in some ways. Your arms will just lift up here, so there now is not really much sort of turn there with the body, just that's sort of a lift up there. So there's the top of your backswing, and your shoulders are kind of, I guess, about there somewhere, okay? So I haven't really got the body turning, okay? What we want to try and do now, as you go back, shoulders starting to move about the same there now, and the club's only halfway back, and now we've turned our shoulders. What we've got to be careful of, though, is we're not going to move too far off the ball, okay? We want to rotate, not lean and sway. The edge of your head on that line, for me, is okay. Ideally, I'd prefer to see sort of we sort of give you a red head, somewhere around there, sort of in the middle part of the blue line would be okay. That sort of half a face of movement, that would be more ideal, okay? If you start going outside this right foot here, then that's way too much. You'll never get back to golf ball, okay? At least with one sort of movement there now with the head, you're able to kind of move yourself back. So you get back here, we're back on the golf ball, reasonably good there, and then through the target. But again, you follow through looking very, very nice now. Nice release and rotate through. And again, being a better setup, you're a lot more freer with the body moving through. But you're better turn on the way back. It just creates a position from where power can be or speed can be created. If we just lift our arms up, like throwing that ball there a long way, but just going and lifting up here. And I think naturally, if you were going to sort of hand something to somebody, a box of biscuits or whatever, you wouldn't sort of go and just, you'd actually turn, your body would actually rotate. There'd be some sort of hip movement and turn. I mean, your hips there, I mean, if you actually look at that, we actually watch the full, that's the setup, and the backswing doesn't make any difference. I mean, if we go there at the top, there's no movement at all. Literally nothing at all. So your hips aren't moving at all, okay? If we compare that to this, you're starting to engage your hip now, your right knee sort of moving back a bit, your left knee starting to move in there. So there's a bit of movement there, okay? And there needs to be some body movement to be able to create that position for me, your arms to get that speed. If you just sort of stay very still and static, chances are you're quite locked in the leg there, maybe too much now. Not able to move, okay, and then of course your arms become the sort of dominant force in the swing. Now the arms do create the speed, but they're only able to create the speed from a position that your body gets into. If the body's not moving effectively, just basically a lift up with the arm, there's nowhere to get speed from. You can swing the club fast, but it'll be just straight down at the ground, or a hoik way to the left, or potentially a big slice right with the longer clubs, okay? Just getting that body to be a bit more kind of engaged, I suppose, and turning, okay? You can practice that wall drill where you sort of get yourself, again, always do these drills sort of slowly and carefully, and always, again, set up those sort of just walk the wall, head on the wall, and make a few movements, okay? Try and get in your golfing posture for one, grip in the club as if you would hold a golf club, not sort of hands on it this way or whatever it may be. Grip it as you would normally do, shuffle into the wall so your forehead just touches the wall, and then make only back swings, just back and stop, back and stop, back and stop. Don't go through the ball, because your head wants to come through the ball on the full swing. You would actually come off the wall there, okay? But for the most part, going back, it just maintains that position over the ball. If you can do that, you're going to get yourself in a better position at the top of the backswing. Now, from that sort of top, as we said here now, no need to think about things. You just release the arms and body through. Good position. Your angle's sufficiently good enough. Your hands are nice and high there, sort of up above your head there. So in a good position with the arms, we're now blending the body with that good arm swing to get this better backswing position. Okay, when we do that with a bit of practice, we'll find the 7-iron is going to be successful, the 9-iron, the wedge, and then the 5 hybrid. Okay, in the past, when you just sort of lifted with your arms, your 5 high would really struggle. Anything longer than that would just be a bit of a nightmare, because you haven't got enough speed or loft to get the ball up in the air.
Absolutely.
Okay, makes sense, yeah?
Yeah.
So working that body better. So use those drills to practice if you can do. If you're down the range, I say just ping some videos through either WhatsApp or video or email or whatever, or messenger. Just
brilliant. Okay.
keep in touch, okay? So if you did some shots on the range,
will do.
Probably from this video now it's more face on. So let's look at some face on swings if you can. Some range obviously the beams there, so it might be a bit tricky.
Yeah.
If you're down with a mate or something, just sort of film a swing from face on or in the field somewhere.
Okay.
Probably against a bit of a concrete slab or just something on the ground. Put your phone on the ground, just do a face on swing net, ping them through to me and say how's it looking.
Okay.
What I don't want you to do again, as we saw this time, where if you sort of swing back and get my arms up higher, you go with a thought in your head and you're going, okay, I'll do it. Your arms get higher.
Yeah.
We don't want you swinging and either overturning or leaning or swaying this way. Okay. With all movements in the golf swing, you can under and overdo them.
Yeah.
It's not this is bad. The more this way goes, better. There is a version of bad and good on both sides. Okay. So generally setup's good. Okay. Not a bad rotation. Head's moving a little bit more than we want to ideally, but again, as long as you stay inside of the edge of your foot there, we're fine. Good things with the golf ball. Whereas this one now is more just a lift up there with the arms.
Yeah.
Not much body turn there. Okay, then you try to sort of swing it through. And you sort of, to get the speed now, so, jump to try and almost get it to come down to try and get some speed. If you do that too much, you're in the ground behind the golf ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Good stuff, well done, mate.